I know I get asked the question a lot at home, like, how can I be a good partner to the Black community, to all the communities of color, and people that are my neighbors and my friends?
Well, they need to be using their voices for one thing.
Yeah.
You know, minimally, we've got all of these social media platforms that we engage in every single solitary day. Well, our friends, our partners need to be speaking out and talking to the outrage and talking to, I'm going to hold my legislators accountable. We expect a fairness. We expect police to be held accountable. I want the police chief to know that we need a civilian board in our communities that has authority and there's transparency. They need to start speaking out. We've got white partners. Look at them. They're out there in those protests, and they are, you know, that's what they're putting their words into action. Well, everybody can't get out there and physically protest, but we can allow our voices to be used for good purposes. And so whatever the medium is that they want to work on, do it. Now is the time where we see the collapse of this society and the impact of the disparities so raw and so vivid on people who just happen not to be white and privileged. We got to do something about it.
Yeah, we can't just put another Band-Aid on this gaping, infected wound. We have to really heal. And we know how to do this, but it's gonna take the push. And I hope that this horrific experience that we're going through, and so many young people are going through, just kind of losing hope, whether it's looking at the climate change issue that they're going to inherit, what we're leaving to them, to this issue of just our inability to look at racial justice squarely and take it on, have difficult conversations, feel uncomfortable. It's not comfortable, it's ugly. And, but you know, now is the time.
Now is the time.
We are at this place in our country for a lot of different reasons, but we have to seize this opportunity.
It is one thing to have had this pandemic brought on about from this virus, and the fact that we as a country didn't move quickly enough to deal with it, and we weren't prepared for it to come, although we could have been, you know. But then to put this social unrest on top of it, it's just, there are some people who are experiencing, I mean, young Black people especially, and older Black people, you know, mothers and grandmothers and people like that and grandfathers who are experiencing this on top of whether or not they're going to get infected by the virus, whether or not they're going to be able to put food on their table, whether or not they're going to have access to health care, whether or not if they manifest the signs of a virus, are they going to be sent back home to die, you know? It hurts me to my heart that young people in particular are seeing this. I know that Mr. Floyd, George Floyd, is the straw that broke the camel's back. And the Black community says it is enough. And those who stand with the Black community are saying it is enough.